A high school in New York City has gained attention after 400 students staged a protest, running and waving Palestinian flags, and calling for the removal of a Jewish teacher who expressed her pro-Israel views on social media. NYC Schools Chancellor David Banks has stated that officials are now aiming to use this incident as a teachable moment. Videos of the protest, which took place on November 20 at Hillcrest High School in Queens, circulated online, showing large groups of students running through the halls, dancing, and waving flags. However, the footage received strong criticism, including from Mayor Eric Adams, who condemned it as an act of anti-Semitism. During a news conference on Monday, Banks appealed for understanding, explaining that the protest is another example of the tensions arising from the Israel-Hamas conflict spilling over into schools and college campuses in the United States. According to Banks, the protest specifically targeted a Jewish teacher who had changed her social media profile picture to one of her holding an "I Stand with Israel" sign. Contrary to earlier reports, Banks clarified that the teacher was never in direct danger and was moved to safety by the school. He also stated that the school took swift action to restore calm. Officials revealed that the teacher was speaking to the police in the assistant principal's office on the first floor when the protest erupted on the third floor. The New York City Police Department had received a report from a 45-year-old woman earlier that day, stating that she had received a threat from an unknown person at the school on social media. The school's safety agents worked to calm the crowd, and the NYPD was called for assistance. The protest was eventually dispersed, and students returned to their classrooms without further incident. Banks confirmed that disciplinary action, including suspensions, has been taken against some of the students involved. He also emphasized that many of the students had no understanding of the situation. Banks and other local leaders spoke with students and staff to understand how the protest unfolded. Approximately 30% of the students at Hillcrest are of Muslim faith, and Banks noted that they feel a connection with the Palestinian community. He discovered that the students were not learning about the conflict from news organizations but from social media platforms like TikTok. Banks explained that the students were constantly exposed to images of Palestinian families being harmed, which made the image of the teacher expressing support for Israel particularly distressing for them. He stressed that the students did not intend to harm the teacher but wanted to express their desire for Palestinian freedom. During the news conference, student Khadija Ahmed expressed that the message of the protest got lost, causing mental harm to many people and putting the teacher in danger. Banks condemned the public outrage that labeled the students as radicalized or anti-Semitic, stating that it was irresponsible to make such generalizations. Queens Borough President Donovan Richards echoed Banks' sentiments, emphasizing that it is incorrect to label every child in the school as anti-Semitic. Senior class president Mohammed Ghazali also spoke, stating that the protest was meant to be peaceful but some students lacked maturity. Banks assured that the targeted teacher has the full support of the administration, and they are working on creating an inclusive environment where students and staff can express their views without spreading hate. He emphasized the importance of affirming every individual's humanity, religion, and personal identity. The officials clarified that other incidents reported at the school last week, including the arrest of an 18-year-old in response to a threat, were unrelated to the protest and the Israel-Hamas conflict.